up, a Cinema Shogun here, and this Rudy Farias story is like something straight out of a movie. So, being the movie buff that I am approaching this story as if it is a movie. Now, that may sound odd to you, but have you ever watched a movie or read a book that was told through the eyes of a unreliable narrator? Because that's what this Rudy story reminds me of. Now, for those of you all who don't know what an unreliable narrator is, here's the definition. An unreliable narrator can be defined as any narrator who misleads readers either deliberately or unwittingly. Many are unreliable through circumstances, character flaws, or psychological difficulties. In some cases, a narrator withholds key information from readers, or they may deliberately lie or misdirect. So, in other words, I'm sure some of you all have seen a movie before, and the movie plays out a certain way, and then at the end you find out that everything you've seen is actually a lie, or everything you see is from the warped vision of an unreliable narrator that sees things in a different way, that lies or has some type of mental health issues. That's what's going on with the Rudy Farias story. I want you to take every single little small detail that you think you know about this story and understand that it's all been fed to you by an unreliable narrator. There's no telling what small details about this case are fake, fabricated, or real. For one, we're all sitting here thinking that Rudy has been in the hospital, that Rudy has been getting medical care. Now, in the news outlets, they say that Rudy refused medical help and that the mother signed off and refused to have him transported to the hospital. Now, of course, Rudy's aunt, who we found out was just Rudy's mom, is sharing these photos of Rudy in the hospital bed. But ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you all of these photos were from 2012? It is 2023, last time I checked. But all of these hospital photos that we're seeing of Rudy, or whoever that is laying in the hospital bed, those are from 2012. Now, we know that Rudy was supposedly seen in some security cam footage. I'm not sure if that's Rudy or not, but I know that the person in that security cam footage does not look like the person in this bed, because the person in this bed is most likely Rudy from 2012. Now, this right here scares me a lot, because the only comfort I got from this story was thinking that hopefully Rudy's in the hospital and, someone's looking after him and his mother just doesn't have full control over him right now. I don't want to go so far as to say that Rudy's not in the hospital, but I don't think Rudy's in the hospital. I think there is a huge chance that Rudy never made it to the hospital that day or any day after that. You have to understand that all of the information that is out here, it's not coming from law enforcement. It is coming from Rudy's mom and other various family members of Rudy who are all fake and are all just Rudy's mom. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the reality that we are currently dealing with. When I say that you got to take every detail of this story and to go over it with a fine-tooth comb, I know that news outlets have been reporting for the last 8 years that Rudy went missing at the age of 17. In reality, I think he went missing at the age of 18. I feel kind of weird saying that because there's so much official information out there claiming that he was 17 when he went missing. But if you look at his birth date, assuming that it is his real birth date, he went missing when he was 18. Now, that offers some more challenges because he's an adult at 18. And, up until this point, I'm still wondering what could really be done about this, because Rudy's 25. Rudy's not a child. And I know that we all believe that Rudy is like mentally ill or mentally challenged, or, he's nonverbal. All of these things that we think about Rudy are most likely untrue. Rudy's mother says that he's nonverbal and, he can't really communicate. He has these different mental health issues. Yet the neighbors say that they hang out with Rudy all the time, that Rudy talks and laughs with them, that Rudy has a job, and Rudy even has his own phone. So I'm wondering what this mother has done, what type of psychological things that she has put Rudy through to make him go along with this story of him missing for the last 8 years. It's really crazy. It's really scary. But if you look into this mother, you understand that she is a complete psychopath. She sits online all day having conversations with herself, kind of like this one. Drive safe. Headed your way now. Just leaving the office. Who else is coming out? It might take me an hour or longer with traffic coming in from the Galleria, so stay put, Sandra, Cindy. Why can't I tag anyone? Hurry up, but drive safe. Let us know once you're near. Bring Sandra and Cindy with you. They are not responding. Sad face. Now you see this entire conversation going on between 3 or 4 different people that also references 2 other people. All of these people are fake. All of these are fake accounts. Even the accounts that aren't in the conversation, the names that they just reference, those are fake names, fake people that Rudy's mother has created. She sits online and literally talks to herself from multiple accounts all day. Some really sick, twisted stuff. This is just the tip of the iceberg. That's just an example that I have to show you. She also says a lot of things that we know aren't true. We know that supposedly, and I say supposedly because I question everything, supposedly Rudy's father was a police officer that offed himself after he got caught up in this big scam within the Houston Police Department. But Rudy's mother's on here pretending like he was killed in the line of duty and that he died in her arms. We know that is not the case at all. But this is just another one of the elaborate stories that she continues to spin. And the worst part is that over the course of this 8 years, certain missing people have been found, and she's responded to these cases as if these people could be Rudy. For example, one person was found in LA. I don't know how, I don't even know if she's telling the truth, but apparently Rudy's mother went all the way to LA to confirm if this missing person was really her son or not. I'm assuming that other people probably paid for that ticket. So in other words, if you don't follow what I'm saying right now, it looks as if Janie, Rudy's mother, has been basically flying to other places, getting involved in missing persons cases, acting as if maybe the missing person was her son, when in reality we know that her son was at home with her the whole time. So she's using other people's missing person cases as an excuse to go on vacation, a paid for vacation. Really sick stuff. But it looks like right here, back in 2015, she went all the way to LA to confirm if this person was Rudy, knowing that Rudy was never missing. So she will go to any length necessary to continue with her bogus BS lies. And this is really scary to me because you see, she has been at this for years. She's created this intricate web of lies and fake accounts and you name it. And I don't think that she's going to just give this up in one day. I don't think this lady's going to go down without a fight. I think that we see that mentally this lady is capable of almost anything. Who knows what this lady may do? It's obvious that she is very mentally disturbed. So I wouldn't put anything past her. So I'm scared right now that she is going to run off, maybe run off with Rudy, maybe even do something more drastic that I don't really even want to get into the details of, because it's very scary to think about what this woman is capable of. And as far as I know, law enforcement doesn't have eyes on her. And at the same time, we have to understand that Rudy's a grown man. Yeah, maybe he went missing at the age of 18, 17, who really knows anymore? But Rudy's a grown man. And I don't know what legal avenues they could go down to take this woman down. I'm really concerned that she's going to hurt Rudy, do something drastic to Rudy or herself, or they're both going to disappear. Today is the day that law enforcement is supposed to be interviewing Rudy. Fingers crossed that they're able to. Fingers crossed that they figure something out. I know that this woman is a crazy psychopath that has probably been coming up with alibis and fake excuses and filling Rudy's head with lies to tell and all of that nonsense, no telling what they came up with. But if her lies are anything like the lies she's been sharing on social media for the last decade, then it should be easy to tell that she is not telling the truth. I could tell you right now, the only reason this woman got away with this for so long is because law enforcement dropped the ball and never really looked into this case at all. It would take anyone with a sound mind about 2 to 3 minutes to realize that something is very, very wrong here. But long story short, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward in this story, just remember all of the details you hear, even the details you see in the news, it's coming from an unreliable narrator who is Rudy's mother, who's been lying about everything. No one knows what's real right now. No one knows if Rudy's really in the hospital, ever made it to the hospital. I don't know if Rudy was really as injured as she claimed he was. I do know that over the years, she has been claiming that Rudy's been going through all of these illnesses and stuff like that. Munchausen syndrome, I am telling you right now, like I told you all from day one. But let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.